Welcome to Solar Engineering Series 2, Module 4. In this module, we will learn how to size solar cables using ampacity, voltage drop, and efficiency. Cable sizing comes down to two checks: ampacity and voltage drop. If both pass, the cable is safe and efficient. If either fails, increase the cable size. Cable sizing is critical for both safety and performance. Power ampacity prevents overheating, and low voltage drop maintains system efficiency. Every cable must satisfy both requirements. String current is based on the module's short-circuit current or operating current. We apply a 1.25 safety factor because solar current is continuous, and we need margin for real-world continuous. The derated ampacity of the cable must be greater than the design current. Typical PV cable ratings are 25 amperes for 4 square millimeters, 32 amperes for 6 square millimeters, and 45 amperes for 10 square millimeters. Voltage drop occurs because cable resistance causes a small loss in voltage. We typically aim for 1 to 3%. Longer cable runs increase resistance, so large cable sizes may be required. Voltage drop is calculated using the cable length, current, resistivity, and the cross-sectional area. We use copper's resistivity of 0.0175 ohm millimeter squared per meter. The result tells us the percentage of voltage loss along the run. Here we compare voltage drop for an 18 module string at two different cable lengths. At 50 meters, the drop is about 1.06%. Doubling the length to 100 meters increases the drop to around 2.12%. Longer cable always produce higher voltage loss. Now let's compare different cable sizes for the same 18 module string. A 4 square millimeter cable gives roughly 1.8% voltage drop, which is acceptable for short or medium runs. Increasing to 6 square millimeter reduce the drop to about 1.2%, improving efficiency. And a 10 square millimeter cable brings the drop below 1%, ideal for long runs or utility scale systems. All three pass the 3% limit, so we can choose the smallest cable that meets both the ampacity and voltage drop requirements. This results assuming an 18-module string with a voltage around 720 to 810 volts, a current of 13 amperes, and a 40-meter round-trip cable length. Our target is to stay below 3% voltage drop. After voltage drop, the string voltage must still follow inside the inverter's MPPT window. Most inverters operate between about 300 and 800 watts. For an 18-module string, the operating voltage is around 760 watts. After applying a typical voltage drop of about 1.8%, the voltage is still roughly 746 watts, which remains well within the MPPT window. Voltage drop affects efficiency, but it doesn't not affect inverter compatibility. Let's look at a 10-panel string example. The operating current is about 30 amps. The voltage is around 400 watts, and the cable length is 30 meters. Our target voltage drop is 2%. We calculate design current by multiplying 13 amps by 1.25. That gives us 16.25 amperes. We start by trying a 4 square millimeter cable. The voltage drop is about 1.1%, which is below the 2% limit, so it passes. Next, we check ampacity. A 4 square millimeter cable is rated for about 25 amperes, and our design current is 16 amperes. This also passes. The final cable selection is 4 square millimeter copper PV cable. It meets both ampacity and voltage drop requirements, making it safe and efficient. To size solar cables, follow 3 steps. First, calculate design current using 1.25 times the operating current. Second, check voltage drop. Third, check ampacity. If either check fails, increase the cable size. In the next module, we will explore how system architecture affects cost, hardware selection, and installation. If you are finding this series helpful, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone learning solar engineering. Your support really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching Module 4 of the Solar Engineering series. I hope this helped you understand how to size PV cables quickly and accurately. I will see you in the next video, where we continue building your solar engineering foundation. Take care and see you soon.